Verbanter, how you doing, dog? Let me just make sure all my stuff's working. Good there. Make sure audio's off there. Audio's off there. On there. Hell yeah, dude. What up, Dizzy? What up, Jadu? Nerds, sluts, shit. I feel like those are like, is your redeem still broken? Look, I reset it. Give it a test, and I'll tell you if something pops up in the queue. It should be working. I think. I fucking hope. It should be working. I could test it out so that you guys don't have to, but... It like had a little bit of lag. I was like, oh shit, that's not gonna work. Okay, let me check that it's in the queue. It's in the queue, baby. What up, Mercure? How you doing, dog? It's working. Thank fuck. Hi, Sade. How you doing? How you doing, Sade? This is my favorite Sade. I'm gonna go drain my cock, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run an ad, and then I'm gonna go take a little piss. A big one, actually. You know me. All right, be right back. This is my life. Doing good. Just got home from errands. Now I gotta go do laundry. Oh no, bro. Laundry's quick though, isn't it? Snack's gonna kill me. Reset P. Uh-oh. Well, I have only pissed once this stream. Konichi Wagwan Shoddy. Tutus, how bad gal like you doing? Konichi Wagwan Shoddy. Tutu, how bad gal like you doing? There you go. That's my Toronto Japanese accent. My Nihon Gorano accent. Chat. Anyone like investing? What the fuck are we listening to? Jadu, what the hell is this shit? I'm too broke to invest? No. Okay, give me a sec. I'm gonna swap my headphones because apparently I decided to wear headphones that are literally dying. I'm doing everyone's laundry. I think my mom wants to do the beddings today as well. Well, the nice thing is, once it's in the dryer, you're done. You know, or the washer or whatever. It's not a very hands-on activity, but I'm honored that you're showing up anyways. What up, Black Knight? How you doing, dog? Howdy. This isn't even the version of the song I wanted to hear, but it's way funnier than what I was expecting. Well, the song is insane, bro. All right, let me switch my headphones. I know the original one. You just never plug in your headphones? Every headphone I own is Bluetooth, that's why. Bro, I can't draw because this fuck-ass art block. There's no such thing as art block, bro. It's a myth, okay? There's no such thing. There's just days where you want to draw and days where you don't, you know? And sometimes it comes easier and sometimes it doesn't. But but there's no, like, different in outcome. There's no difference in outcome is what I mean. If you force yourself, dude, do a jiggle, shit, Symphony. You know it, dude. If you force yourself, Black Knight, to just settle down and just put something down on paper, give it 20 minutes of just drawing like an eyeball really slowly, or a face, or a mouth, or whatever you like to draw. Hands, maybe you're a smut artist. Whatever it is, dude, I don't care. You know? Just try putting something on paper, and then at some point in time, you'll transition into basically being in a pseudo flow state, and you'll be killing it. It jiggles, but the mouse is shut. Oh shit! Fuck. Okay. Let me. One thing at a time. I gotta find my charging case for my earbuds. There we go. And then I'll solve the mouse. He's talking now. It looks like. I don't know why it's like. He seems fine. I didn't do anything. That's the solution, guys. Don't do anything. Peace out, Snack. I'm pretty tired today. All right, Symphony. Thanks for coming in and saying hi, dude. Got your streak. Do your thing, dog. Today's going to be a comfort stream a little bit. Just going to be drawing whatever I feel like. Nothing in particular. I haven't drawn a lot. I've been having a lot of shoulder issues the last week. And I'm going for an x-ray for my cervical spine. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I don't have a compressed disc. But I do suspect there's some sort of compression in my neck. It's causing the issues. Oh my god, dude. This fucking song. Yeah. If I didn't have headaches before, now I definitely do. Hello, Alex. How you doing? You got any grapes? Wanna. Man. By the way, I started storyboarding the like comic a little bit. I'm still like troubleshooting backgrounds and stuff. I can't draw backgrounds for shit, so that's gonna be a really tough part of doing a comic is knowing how to do backgrounds. Riri, am I tripping, dude, or are you more pink than you normally are? I feel like you're like a different shade of pink usually. Am I tripping, guys? Or is my computer just more saturated right now? Oops. Fuck. Lemonade stand mentioned. There you go. We got a little Atrioc fan in chat. I don't actually listen to the Lemonade stand very much. I am. How'd you notice that? Because I stare at your names every weekend, dude. Like, literally every weekend. You guys are the same color to me. I don't know if you noticed that. It's like, basically, like, your name color is like your identity to me. So when I see you and your name and your color changes and you're somebody with a stable color, it like sticks out very obviously. Because I can identify chatters in my chat based on their color. And I will say, guys, if you want it to be easier for me to recognize your messages, keep the same color. Whenever like a person's color changes constantly, it's a lot harder to track their name if there's a bunch of messages and shit. I'm good. How are you? I'm good, dog. I'm good. Put a pillow between your head and the headband. Headband. And what about YouTube chatters? Well, YouTube chatters have profile pictures. So that also makes it like, honestly, that's way better than fucking colors. If you guys had like profile pictures, it would make it a billion times easier. That's a lie. You ignore me until I change my color. No, you've always been blue, Dizzy. Always. Chillin'. Life's been pretty good, pretty decent. The new job's going relatively well, and I should get paid soon at some point. I mean, I hope so. W Duck song. What's the new job? Can you talk about it, or is it classified? Wanna. They wanna know me. Wanna. Ba-ba-na-na. I'm colorblind. See, now you feel bad? I don't feel bad at all. I have a buddy who's colorblind, and I keep sending him those like you know those like dot tests where it's like a bunch of dots and then there's like a number or a word inside. I keep sending him the dot test, but it just says "fuck you" in the middle, and he can't tell every time. It's awesome. Ironically, someone who works in animation too. That's so mean. Well, when it's with the boys, it's a little different, you know? I wouldn't do that to somebody else. This is also the same guy who wore a shirt with two wolves having sex on it to Ramadan, so I'm not particularly, like, worried about offending him. Can chatters choose their color on Twitch? They can, yeah. You can, if you don't set it by default, Ian, it just comes out as, like, whatever color, it's, like, random. But if you set it, it's permanent, and it's always the same color. Like, I'm yellow across every chat. Just because I'm the piss lord, you know? I'm always yellow. Jadu, do you normally, you don't have, like, a stable color, right? I think you change, like, every time, Jadu. Oh, you have always been orange? I feel like, nah, you're lying to me, dude. I feel like you used to be like dark blue or some shit. I'm not orange on my screen. I'm a dark green, like tealish color. Nah, you're orange on mine, bro. And I'm watching off of Twitch right now. This is what the chat looks like to me. This is chat. See, you're orange. Yeah, Leo, or Mercury, I guess. Yeah, you're bright orange or you're bright green every time, always. Dizzy's always blue. Sade's always purple. Riri's now a new shade of pink. Dizzy is blue, you're orange, but sometimes you're like dark green or whatever, like some sort of like teal thing, like you said. You have to set it to be permanent. You're teal for me? Okay, maybe it's just a, let me refresh. Maybe there's like some sort of weird bug. No, now Jadu's like green for me. This is what he looks like now. And then Leo with the fucking retina piercing green. Verbanter's also always changing colors. Verbanter's no, he doesn't have a stable color home. From a turbulent household. Professional racist. That's right. I see color, guys. Believe it or not. I'll be lurking while I drive. Do your thing. Oh, this fucking guys. I really like what. I fixed the fucking Spotify thing so people can request songs now. And the first 3 songs that have been requested by chat are insane meme songs. Why are you guys doing this shit to me? We've gotten, like, the fucking duck song. We've gotten this shit. We've gotten fucking... I swear to God, you guys just request songs to hear me complain. I feel like you guys just get off to hearing me complain, dude. I only put green since it's the color I associate with my OC. Hey, go for it, dude. My favorite color that I see other chatters use... that I will never use because it's actually like a disgusting choice. But I think it's based as fuck when somebody chooses this color. If you go like neon orange or neon yellow, I fucks with that heavy, dude. If your name is this color, it's like, to me, the most based color you could choose because it's the most painful for a streamer to look at. But it's also like, and it's also, it reminds me of piss. But I don't know. I respect chatters who like who fucks with the piss yellow. Toxic waste piss, exactly. It's basically what I imagine, like, if I invented like like an energy drink, it would be that color, probably. It would look like nuclear. I feel like I always draw eyes the same way. What's a way of drawing eyes that I never draw? Let me just start with the eye. Let's do... I don't really do a lot of, like, big round eyes, you know? I feel like I'm not going to be very good at doing, like, big round eyes. I could go, like, full anime. I don't really want to do that, though. Yeah, this is kind of on brand. People who drink 2 cans of energy drinks a day piss me like. That's right. I honestly don't get... I've never been an energy drink guy. You know, I'm a coffee guy, but I'm also... I'm a classical fella. I'm a bit of a trad man, you know? Snack, what's your favorite genre of song? It changes, like, pretty much every month. I don't have, like, a favorite genre of song, really. I would say... Dad rock is pretty consistent these days. Emo used to be pretty consistent for a while. Hip hop used to be, when I was younger, it was like all hip hop, and it was like underground hip hop and like all kinds of shit like that. It varies. There's no like set flavor that I'm into. You know what I mean? I like changing it up. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing that. I feel like I have to acknowledge that sometimes I can't just firm the bitterness of coffee, and I want something that has a lot of flavor, so I drink an energy drink. What is firm the bitterness of coffee? Reminds me of Warhead candy, the piss yellow. Also, chat, just another shout out to me streaming on YouTube. If anybody wants to help out the channel and help YouTube get monetized, make sure you watch on YouTube too. You know, apparently Twitch has changed its TOS policy, so now I can probably actually set up multi-channel or multi-chat with YouTube. Apparently that's a thing. Apparently they've changed their rules, so now I can set that up. I really don't know what to do here. Yay! Mercury, you're like the only person who ever hangs out on YouTube, though. Most people, I think, like, pull it up, but they don't, like... They're not there all the time, you know? They're mostly in Twitch chat, which is bad, because I want YouTube money, too, you know? Ferment is a British slang term meaning to endure something. I've never heard that in my life. I'm just chilling over here. Ooh woo. And I respect you for it, dude. Okay, I just don't like the shape of these eyes. They're so boring. What if I did like a very, very round one? Round that out a little bit. I don't hate that, actually. That's not too bad. Sometimes you gotta firm it, fam. Oh, I know, dude. I'm firming it right now, dude. I'm firming the heck up. My go-to drink consists of hot milk, choco powder, and ground beans. I'd call it the mocha powder. That's your go-to drink? Do you mean like as a treat or like as a regular thing? That is sick, though. There are, like, people who genuinely just drink pop exclusively, so I can't get mad at someone who just drinks, like, chocolate milk exclusively. Though it is like a funny concept to me. Regular thing? Hell yeah, dude. That'd be a good, like, a good drink for, like, a villain. You know, like a nice glass of chocolate milk. He has to have his chocolate milk. Something about the innocence of chocolate milk contrasted with, like, villainy is just a good mix. The strokes. Uh-huh. Guys, how many x-rays do you think you can have a year before you, like, start to mutate and, like, give yourself diseases? This is gonna be my first one in a while, so I'm not overly concerned about that, but... It makes sense considering I'm the edgy kid in the family. Are you? What makes you edgy? Please don't say you like collect knives. I feel that like that's like basic bitch edgy. You know what I mean? He's black. He didn't say black sheep of the family. He said edgy kid. No, not that edgy. Oh, that's good. What a relief. Talking about the knife thing, by the way, for the record. Gotta clarify that one. I'm too lazy to keep switching back and forth the app. I'm only on Twitch for the dino emotes. Oh, good, dude. You can hang out wherever you want. Why the dude with the tongue kinda... You like that? You like that shit? I can give this guy a tongue, too. His head's kind of small. Let me blow him up. I don't know. I always draw so freaking small. Whoops. I need to preserve the structure here. I don't really like that. I don't like that either. A lot of problems going on here. What up, Basic? How you doing? I don't really know that I need all that. What's a good hairstyle? I should just like not ask chat, because every time you guys tell me something, I struggle with it and it gets me frustrated, so probably just gonna freestyle it. Okay, let's do a new layer, and then we'll give him an afro. I could try. I don't think I've ever drawn like a legitimate afro. That's not true actually. I did a long time ago. Are we doing a crispy or are we going like fighting game, like tournament guy, like just messy? Whatever your heart desires, I'm thinking crispy, dude. That's a big ass afro. Yeah, it looks a little weird. I'm just giving him like the thickest fucking neck ever, dude. He needs a thicker jaw. If we're giving him like a giant turbo neck like that, he needs like a much more like dude bro jaw. Give him cornrows. It's too late. Afro's way easier than cornrows. You guys saw me struggling with braids the other day. I can't do that right now. I'm gonna fucking crash out if I do that. It looks so weird. You didn't do shit for Black History Month? Me? That's because I celebrate my black queens and kings every day of the year. Oddly, it's giving Hikari from Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't even know what that is. Hikari. Jujutsu Kaisen. Hikari. I suppose. This guy's more of a... He's more of a Latinx type dude, it looks like, but... So good answer, thanks. I've been trained. I don't think I like the eyes very much. I feel like I could do better. I know I was trying to experiment with the round circular eyes. I just wasn't feeling it. Young Khan, what up, dude? How you doing, man? How you doing? I feel like I always do this like hook eye where I like start. It's basically like a sideways J, almost like that, and then I just sort of do like the 3D edges inside. It's always how I draw my eyes, and it's a little bland. I wanna switch it up, but I don't know how, dude. That answer was so good that summoned all the black people. What can I say, dude? I'm media trained. What up, Joseph on YouTube? How you doing, man? Did you forget the live notification? Oh shit! Fuck, I did. You're right. Okay, let me do that. God damn it! Thank you for the reminder, and thank you for being a true fan who just shows up regardless of my Discord notifications. There you go. Oopsies. It's such an aesthetically pleasing eye shape, I don't blame you. Yeah, I know. The issue is I feel like I'm getting into, like, same-faced, like, syndrome territory. And I really don't want that affliction. I try really hard to vary things up a little bit. But I do have my habits. Like, this guy's face is basically just the same thing as this guy's face. Like, if I flip him, it's almost the same. Maybe the eyes are a little smaller, but, like, generally speaking, the rhythms and the flows of the face are all pretty similar. Kind of, like, a little bit everywhere here, to be honest. Like, all the flows and rhythms are kind of the same. Merker on YouTube says, to be fair, whoever came up with Black History Month gave us the shortest month of the year. That is true. Okay, let me see what I can do here. Even, yeah, this is like way too small. What to do. It was originally only a week. It was Black History Week before. Snack, you're wrong. Oh my god. How you doing, bro? Okay, fuck it. We're gonna do the round eye thing, but that. It's at least got 29 days this year. How do you guys track this shit, dude? I feel like I don't look at calendars ever. I just kind of like, you know, I couldn't tell you what day of the month has 31 days and which one has 30. I've never memorized that shit. I never will. It's never gonna impact my life at all. It'll confuse me maybe every now and then, but you know, whatever. Is it the same months or does it? See, I don't even know if it's the same months. I know that. Come on, I gotta know that. I hope it's the same months. Otherwise, I'm gonna look really stupid. What up, Dino Kitty? How you doing? I know February changes with like leap years and all that shit. I think the face could be taller. I think he's a little short on the face here. At least for like a dude, you know? I know October and January are 31st and November and February are 28. Bro, don't gaslight me, dog. November is not 28 days. I'm not that. I went to like I took first grade, okay? I know this. So you do know how many days are in the months? I know there's one day that has 20-ish, and it's I know it's February. Beyond that though, it's all a mystery. It's a 50-50 toss-up between 30 and 31. That's all I know, really. Let's give him a nose bridge. Are we in a leap year, by the way? That I have no idea, dude. Ooh, yeah. That's a crispy chin. Hmm. I feel like if you're squinting, you're probably gonna get some wrinkles up in here. This brow would probably be a little lower with that much squint action. You're drawing Jadu right now? Jadu, is this what you look like? Do you have like a neck the width of like twice the width of your head? You got a girthy neck, dude? I've heard you talk. I could believe it. You could tell me that you have like the neck of like a quadricep muscle, and I'd believe it. This looks stupid. That's too big of a neck, dude. You can count the number of days on your knuckles, close your fists, and put them side by side, and count the months between the knuckles and the gaps. The knuckle is 31 days, gap is 31 barring February, so June and July would be the index knuckle on both hands. 31 days. Oh, damn, that's kind of nifty. I'm gonna totally forget that at the end of stream, but I appreciate that, dude. That's nifty. What the fuck? Go. Or you're lying to me right now, but it's possible. I believe you. I feel like there's got to be some shit like that. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are probably like 20. How many of you guys can read like analog clocks? Can any of you guys read analog clocks? Or are you guys all digital? Like if I got one of those clocks with Roman numerals on it, how fucked are you guys? I'm trying to test my superiority here. Yes? Okay. If the answer is yes, I need to know if you're like, what generation you're a part of. You don't have to tell me your exact age, but I need to know. I only read sun discs? Damn. This guy's from an ancient generation. Still Nordic. Zoomer. And you can do it? Impressive, dude. Gen Z. Zoomer, another Zoomer. What are Roman numerals? You're messing with me, dog. There's no way. Like number 1 is like this or whatever. It's like the letter I. The number 2 is just the letter I times 2. And then 3. And then 4 would be like the letter I in front of the letter 5. Can you guys write in Roman numerals? The Super Bowl letters. See, I've never watched a single Super Bowl in my life. I did have my entire day ruined by the Olympic hockey team, though, but otherwise... The letter 5. I mean, it's a V, but yeah, you get it. And I think there's probably, like, some top and bottom here. I can read. I'm also Gen Z. Impressive. Oh, you mean Roman numerals. And I can write Roman numerals. Based. I've only seen one, but I know they use Roman numerals. They do. I think the last one was what? Is it based on the amount of years? Like, if we're in 2020, I guess they would just do, like, this. What is 2021? Gatly, thank you for the 2 months, dude. I'm not going to test my Roman numeral knowledge here. I only need to know the 12 to tell the time. Okay, I don't like the way this guy's eyes are looking. I really think I could do better. Could be the mouth, too. There's some weird stuff going on here. Ooh, a little dark. I played Kingdom Hearts 2 first because I didn't know what Roman numerals were at the time. Did they write that? I guess they probably did. I don't think this guy's working for me. Guys, I've lost my edge. I feel like I've been having like a couple weeks where I've just been struggling with drawing quite a bit. I don't know what's going on with me. It's just kind of bland, you know? Easy, edge harder. Right. I confuse the 4 and the 6. 4 and 6 for Roman numerals. It's just the positioning, right? Because if you put something in front it subtracts from the next one. Whereas if you put it after, it adds. Chat, did you guys queue up this song? Do I gotta get mad at one of you guys? This might just be the actual playlist I'm listening to right now, in which case, it's unfortunate, because the AI thinks I probably like this. I don't know why, it just sounds like baby anime music. XX would be 40? No. I don't know, dude. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, I give up on this guy. Wait, hold on. Does that mean it skips some of the cute songs? I hope not. What do we got? We got Outcast next on the queue. No, this is all you guys. This is literally all you guys queuing this shit up. Because the next two songs are by AP, and then we got Outcast. It's not my algorithm. Thank God. Black Erasure in BHM. What's BHM? Okay, let me find some reference to just sort of steal from. Because I feel like right now, I just keep doing the same three-quarter pose. Obviously, I'm streaming, and I'm yapping, so it's hard to focus, but I could definitely do better. Let me pull something up. Let's see what we got here. Should I do an angry face? I'll try an angry face. Don't explain it, he'll never learn? Alright, keep me ignorant, dude. I don't care. I draw for, like, fun, so, you know, I don't need to be educated on the internet. That being said, guys, I'm still woke as fuck, dude. I'm saying, if you want to teach me, I'm open to it, but I get it, alright? I get it. Black people music for the last 2 days of BHM. What is BHM? I'm looking it up. Fuck you guys. I answered? Did you? Black History Month. Oh. That's obvious. That's obvious given the context that we've been talking about today. Oopsies. I knew that. It was so obvious. Look, man, I worked all day, and then I went to a doctor's appointment, and I walked there. I'm gassed, all right? My brain's not working at 100% capacity right now. I'm going to be slipping up. I'm probably not going to be very witty. Lord have mercy. Is there a way? I feel like I also always do my angry faces three-quarter. Hey, Snack, what up, Chain? How you doing, dog? I think I could chill in YouTube chat now. Do your thing. Do your thing, Mercure. Chill wherever you want. YouTube chat helps me, I will say. Guys, I still need to find out. I spent probably like a solid... Like, I think I spent like a literal solid hour trying to figure out who this fucking artist is. I don't know who drew these, but they're sick as fuck. I really, 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 really like the aesthetic of this, like, this design. It's probably, like, one of my favorite, like, head designs I've seen in a while. Just the line placement is just, like, it's so nice. I just can't find the fucking artist who did it. If anybody knows it, okay? There's, like, what, 30 of you here? If anyone knows who did this, let me know. He's probably using the exact same pen I am, too. Maybe not the exact same, but close enough. Also, I don't know why I picked up on Roman numerals, if I'm being honest. Me neither. I don't know. I'm gonna emulate this guy's work. Y'all's line work looks kind of similar. He's way better than I am, but that's probably why I like it so much. Especially like the really like pushed expression poses, you can see sort of like the gesture in the face and like the directional lines. They're so nice. So nice. I really like... Oh, I gotta start doing this. This is simple too. It's just like a top lid line, then like a triangle. Something like that. It's not that complicated. His angle's a little bit like more extreme than mine is. Looks like something out of an Andrew Loomis book. I don't know what Andrew Loomis book you're reading, dog. You think so? Maybe for like head expressions and stuff, but who's this rodent artist? I'm your mom's favorite chatter, dude. Or your mom's favorite artist. I can't talk. Fuck. I'd time myself out for that comment. If I could. I do like that. Okay, I'm gonna study this. Fuck it. Okay, when he does like bottom down lids, he does sort of the same thing I do, but he adds more of an S curve to the lid here, so it'll be more like that. Normally, when I do them, it's more of like a simple J, like that. But he adds like an extra flare. It looks like I'm looking here and it. Woo. It shows more of the roundness, I think. It's less flat, to be quite honest. And then for the bottom lid, he literally just does like one line and then connects it. Something like that. No top lid. Eyebrows. Scribbles. Okay. For the off eye, he rounds it upwards, which is counterintuitive. Normally I would round it downward. But like the subtle upward tilt is interesting. I should probably start applying that. And then the gesture on the brow just sort of flows out. That's easy. I do that all the time. Let me... Brows are too high relative to, like, the positioning on his guy. His brows are much lower. Most of the weight is on the outside of the brow here. He actually has a little bit of, he applies a bit of the Gestalt principle. For those of you who don't know what the Gestalt principle is, it's when you don't connect lines to describe a form fully. if you leave blank spaces, the brain tends to fill in those blank spaces, and you can get some nice appeal, you know. And he does that here on the brow. If you look, if he connected the brow fully, it wouldn't be terrible. But it's just kind of nicer, just a little bit more textural almost. He's also a lot more confident with his lines, and I think it's because he's using a thicker brush. So let me thicken up my brush a little bit. I'm going to bump it up to 30, or I could just draw smaller. But then we're going to apply what he did. So I'm going to try and do it in a single stroke. That. Pretty on brand for how I draw eyes, so... I do. That's why I really want to find out this artist, because he draws very similarly to the way I draw, but he's clearly way better. And so I want to steal more shit from him, you know? I just don't know who the fuck it is. I think I add a bit more, but like line-wise. The wide nose. I am just kind of emulating exactly what he's doing right now. This is a bit of a study. Probably gonna end up almost looking one-to-one. Let me add some gestalt here. I don't like the flow on that nose. It's not terrible, actually. And then, remember, he curves up on the far eye. I think I over-curved up. The lip. The lip is something I really, really struggle with. It's a bit extreme. He's got sort of, if I'm looking at a vertical line, like if I draw a vertical line here, the tilt on his skull from the cheekbone curves inward, where I had it curving outward. That felt a little weird. I also think my mouth is not over enough, because he's got that strong gesture going through there. My cheekbone's too low. He's got a much sharper angle on the side here. It's so simple yet so cool. I feel like a lot of this stuff looks really simple, but it's like, this is like some mastery level shit, dude. Being able to push these and get that nice gestural feel and stuff is like, it's some next level stuff. Bottom lip is curved. Like that. Mike just looks like a little bit of a dumber version. Almost looks like he's just like a mouth breather. I think it's the depth of the proportions and stuff. Like everything's a little too spaced out. It doesn't give that looking down feel. Just because there's not enough overlap between the brows and the mouth and shit. He even does, like, I could tell he draws his lines very similar to me. I'm trying to figure out who the artist is, but I keep finding Boondocks reference sheets along with it. I really do hate that Pinterest is like makes it borderline impossible to find the original source. Like even if I reverse image search, I can't fucking find this shit anywhere, dude. My ear needs to be a lot higher here. I kind of like it like that. It looks like you got hit with a real hard in a boxing match. You mean with the mouth like more distended. There's more appeal in the small eyebrows, I find. And I do them... I do my eyebrows pretty small typically, too. There's also more spacing between his eyes. Whereas, like, if you look, my eye, the corner of the nostril kind of lines up with the tear duct. His is a little bit more... I think I need to... He does, like, really long necks, though, which I fucks with it heavy, dude. Mine looks a little weird, but... Okay. Let's try and take what we took out of this. So, the things I'm taking out of this, I'm going to write them down. Because I want to make sure that when I do my own drawing, based off of this angle, I want to do it with the exact same mentality, okay? And so, the one thing I took away here is... That's different than what I normally do, because I'm trying to build up the muscle memory. Far eye has a positive curve. This is kind of like an abstract term. I'm mostly just using words that I'll understand. But when I say positive curve, I just mean, you know, if there's a flat line, which side of this line does the apex of the curve land on? If it's on this top side here of a flat horizontal line, I'm just in my brain calling it positive. This is not like an art term or anything. This is just a me thing. But versus like a negative one. So like if it was like a really extreme down curve, you would have like a really negative sort of tilt to the eye. But his is very subtle. Again, not an art term, just a snack term. Alright, far eye has positive top lid. Oops. Okay, what was another thing he did? Brows. Or actually, eye width. Eye width is strong. Eye width is larger than what I would do. Actually, I feel like his is even more pushed. Eye width. Pushed. What's another thing, I guess? Speaking of far eye, in the 3/4 view, Anyone else find one of those specific hard things to learn how to draw? The three-quarter eye? I think of it always as like sort of like just like a compressed version of the front eye. So if you do like the front eye like that, it's just going to be a less long version of that. A thing to note though, at least what I think about it, is if I'm doing like if this is the width on this guy, look, this one is like a lot thinner, right? Like if you track the width on this, it's gonna be a lot smaller in terms of width on the closer eye. And then the other thing to note is that the height, I'm gonna do the height in blue because we did the width in red. The height is the same. So these are gonna have the same height, and they're mostly gonna line up the same, but their widths are what's gonna vary. That's the big thing and the big takeaway with three-quarter eyes. And that's sort of how I try and self-critique, you know? Because I know these things, and these are pretty constant things. It's very rare that you're going to have an eye that's more elevated, unless you've got like a tilt or a rotation in the head. But even then, you're basically just tracking the height at different angles here. You know, whether you're tracking the height at that angle, the eyes are mostly going to line up in the same spot. I'm tempted to put a goofy song. I mean, look, you can put whatever song you want, dude. But you're at the whims of getting insulted by me. But that's okay. If you can take it, you can do it. The artist also did a higher angle view in theirs. If it's something you could take away there. Oh, you mean like the horizon line is higher? Yeah, I mean, I could fix that basically by just pushing a lot of the features down. To me, that's not as important to me because it's more just the shape language that I'm trying to dissect right now rather than the actual proportions. You are right though. Mine is a little bit more front on than his. But if I pushed a lot of these features down and then lowered the eyes and then also the eyelids or eyebrows, sorry, it'll feel a little bit more like a top-down view. This one I think actually could have stayed up, but... versus where it was up here. The artist also did a high angle... Oh yeah, sorry, I just read that message. Jadu, I'm pretty sure Leo's also black, dude. Don't gatekeep. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try it with my own sort of design and my own sort of flair. I'm half. I'm a quarter Lebanese, guys, and then I'm mostly French Canadian. I feel like I've told you guys, I have like that look where people are like, I can't tell if you're like white or not. You know what I mean? They like look at me and they're like, I know you're mixed with something. I just can't tell what it is. They usually guess like Italian or Spanish most of the time. They're always wrong. Okay, let me try this. What's another thing that I thought of? Oh yeah, mouth is farther left than I expected. Mouth. Farther... Like when I did mine, first pass, I had it a little bit more centered. Farther left than expected. Higher cheekbone. Plus higher cheekbone than expected. Plus higher... cheek. Okay. Let's try my own now. I'm gonna not look at this, and I'm just gonna try it based off of, you know, what I remember, and I'm gonna stylistically change it. So, one thing that I always do, like I said, I always do the J. In his, he had more of an S. So we're gonna do an S. I don't wanna show the other one. Should I do it in one solid stroke? I probably should. What up, Osomio? I like how you just show up and just instantly go for the gay level, dude. Try it again, dude. Sometimes the bot just doesn't work. I dog and I still can't find shit. You wrote Jack Nugget. I don't know, like, I've never heard that expression ever, dude. I'm gonna move this over. My temptation, I'm tempted to, like, shift this head over. Because I want more space. I'm used to drawing closer to the other side of my canvas, but whoa. I just don't wanna be influenced by the original. I'm going based off of memory right now. Oh. I'm so gay it didn't even work, dude. Yeah, off the charts. They're gonna need another letter on the rainbow. Okay. I'm gonna give this guy... Flatter eyebrow? Do I want to give him a flatter one? No. Also gonna give him a top lid here. Wide eyes. This one here we said was a positive apex on the eye. I think it's a bit more of a sharper angle than I would have expected. Okay. Little Gestalt principle in the eye here, in the brow. I think one thing I wanted to fix on mine was I wanted to have more of a curvature. High elevation on the cheekbone. The forehead, remember we said the angle of the forehead was tilted like this, almost 10 degrees off of center, to the right. I'm gonna give this dude probably more. I'm trying to think what kind of nose I want to go. I got hit with nine ads, so I'll be leaving you all with that song. All right, ads run. Oh damn, it's already been an hour. Crazy, bro. Ads are up right now. Insane. Time flies, bro. Time flies. I got a booger. Unfortunately, it's the term I use instead of saying jack shit. Why? You're not a big swearing guy? I respect that. I can't relate, but I respect it. Yeti rocking a 4.7 or a 1.9 out of 10. You'll get there, Yeti. We're gonna change the proportions here. Make it a little bit more narrow on the head. Actually. I'm not getting a rating, I guess. Just not good enough. I think I prefer it with less of a gap on the eyes. Just like stylistically. A little bit less. I also feel like my brow could have a little bit more of an improvement here. It's too thick. Too thick, it's drawing the eye too much. I don't like that. I just wanted to clean up this sort of little connection here. It was a little weird. As Corey Kenshin said, I'm more of a caramel macchiato. Delicious. I can't remember the angle on the neck that he had. I think it was something like this. Would you ever go to Lebanon? Nah, I don't have any family there or anything. Like I'm way removed from my ancestors. My grandmother was Lebanese, but that's about it. Oops. You could be like those Americans who go to Ireland and make it their entire personality. I'd go to Ireland. I don't think I'd make it my entire personality, but I'd definitely like get drunk and shit. I have no Irish in my blood though. I have like the opposite. I have like a lot of French. Change the skull shape a little bit, just so it's a little bit more unique. I don't know if I'm fucking with this too much. So quiet. Did somebody cue up French music because I said I was French? I feel targeted right now. Oh, this is the wolf commercial. No, somebody's just an Instagram consumer. Oops. It was me. Shame. Oops. I feel like listening to this reminds me why it sucks being monolingual. I can't speak French or write, but I can read and understand a bit. I mean, like, at what point in your life do you think you're gonna need French? You do, I mean, I guess you do live in, like, Europe, but I mean, you're not, like... Do you interact with that many French people? Like, if this whole time, every single time I spoke French, if it wasn't French and it was just some make-believe bullshit, would you even know? Someone would have called me out in chat for sure, but I'm just saying, like, is it gonna impact your life that much? That's pretty different. I feel like I'm losing some of the juice, though, you know? Like, look at that. This one here. Oops. Don't you ignore that redeem? Oh, Flat is back. Oopsies. I didn't even notice. How's it going, Otter? I do love how pushed that, like, facial expression is, though. Is this on this layer here? No, it's on some layer. Like, even my mouth is like not even pushed enough here, you know? Like, it's my instincts are really off when it comes to pushing these gestures. Ate too many tacos? I'm dying? Bro, I could eat quite a few tacos right now. I'm so hungry. I had lunch, but that's about it. I really need to eat something. Okay. Okay, which one of you guys did this? The 2026 U.S. national men's hockey team? Time that motherfucker out. Get him out of here. I should change my title. That was like last week's title. I gotta get rid of that before people keep popping in here. Why are you guys doing this to me? Why do I have to listen to this shit? Okay, let me see how I can push an expression here. I'm back. Hell yeah, dude. I can't stop cackling. It would be racism if you skip support black artists. Do I just have like 2 more days of this? Of being accused of being racist? Is that what this month is for you, Jadu? It's a white boy torture month. Okay, I'm sorry, but we're skipping it, bro. I'm going full racist. I can't do this. I can't fucking do this. Cancel me. I don't care. He broke so fast. I'm not that overly concerned about my reputation as a racist on the internet. I don't think people are gonna think of me that way, so I feel like it's a pretty safe one. I could die on that hill. I'm gonna go lay down. I feel gross. Have a good night. Alright, good night, Otter. Thank you for coming out. I was waiting for at least a minute. No. I'm just trying to see if I can push this now. Not gonna lie, I was hoping because it was about MLK you'd last longer. Oh, I finished. Don't worry about me. When you guys draw, do you do the same facial expressions? I feel like I've been sitting here doing this guy's facial expression like the whole time. I genuinely think if I had a face cam right now, I would look fucking insane. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I do it all the time. Like, literally all the time. If I'm doing, like, an angry face, I'm literally doing an angry face. If I'm doing a sad face, I'm literally doing a sad face. I can't help it. Carrotson, how you doing? How's everybody? I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'm trying to modify this so it looks like he has more of, like, a stank face. You know what I mean? Hello, Snack. What up, Black Iris? How you doing? I think gesture and movement in the face is something I really need to practice more. Like, all of these sort of, like, expressions he does, they all have strong flows coming through, you know? And central points. And I just don't have enough of that in my facial expressions. Like, they're very flat in comparison. I feel like if I start flowing my things a little bit more, it should feel a little bit better, maybe. Did you always have these emotes? Always. I've probably had them for a couple years now, at least. Well, okay. I say that, but I haven't even been streaming a couple years. I've had them for at least a year. Song requests, huh? I mean, we've always had them. They were just buggy the last couple weeks. But you're more than welcome to redeem whatever song you want. It can't be worse than what the other shit that people have been queuing up today. That sounds mean, but trust me, if you were here, you know. People have just been putting me through my paces. He's already fed up, he'll probably skip. Do you want me to put the fucking song on that you made me listen to earlier that I skipped, that everybody got mad at me for skipping? I will put it on, but like, everybody's gonna know that you queued it up, dude, and it's all on you. Yes? What's it called again? What was my recently played? I think this is a song that somebody queued up, so we're gonna wait for this one to play through, and then we'll play the stupid Martin Luther song. I'm watching on Twitch, but with YouTube audio, so all I hear is peaceful game music. There you go. Shout out to my YouTube stream right now. My 3 chatters holding it down. He chose to be racist instead of supporting black artists. Alright, guys. We're gonna listen to the next song. And I want to see all of my chat buy their album, okay? We're making them go platinum. Here in the Cat Snack chat. I just dropped my slipper. Gotta be a better way to do wide open eyes. Just think the curvature on here isn't good enough. Like, it reads, it's just so boring, you know? Here you go. Here's your song, dude. This one I think was requested by Leo. And I've been told I was racist for skipping it, but here you go, guys. We're listening to the whole thing, by the way. Thank God this song's only like a minute long. Eh. Who cued this? Or the last one, the Martin Luther King song. That would have been Leo. Oh, Jadu requested. Okay, sorry. I'm making Leo catch strays here. Not what I meant. Guys, give me a facial expression. Give me a facial expression. I'll see if I can freestyle it. I feel like I'm kind of like warmed up right now. Somebody give me something. Shake my head, my head. Smelling something stinky. Ooh, I like that one. All right, unknown or serious. Smelling something stinky. Trying to think. I would be. Yeah, I'm thinking of... What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of flow, so I want the head to sort of have this, like, directional flow from the mouth, because that's what this guy was doing in his gestures. Except I'm gonna make it stick out more. Here for the tunes. Oh boy. Alright, we'll get to it, dude. You can cue it whatever you want. I love when YouTube recommends me random art streams. It's nice to find a cool artist. Thank you, Sun Moly. We're actually doing some studies right now. I don't know who this artist is. If anybody can tell me who this artist is, they're going to be my literal hero because I love his work. This is stuff that I draw, and this is what we've been drawing on stream. We did some foot stuff the other day, some body proportion stuff, and all that good stuff. But, yeah, that's it. Right now, we're just doing random shit. Oh, song request is, wait, did that work? I don't think that worked. Yeah, song request is based off of the redeem. So you gotta go down to the little point redeem thing at the bottom. You gotta click on request song, and then you gotta drop a Spotify link in there, and then it'll queue up your song. It's not gonna pull off YouTube. Jadu, we don't go on like I don't want to do like witch hunts unless people have given us like some sort of indication. We're just gonna leave them. Trying to think. If I had like one elevated nostril here. Going into silent DJ mode now. Do it up, dog. Do it up. I'm trying to think of the skull shape here. Cheekbone's definitely gonna come out more. We're gonna make this nostril pretty big. This is a tough one. Something stinky. If I were doing a stinky face, I'd probably squint. My eyebrows probably drop a little bit. I'm doing the facial expressions right now. I'd probably get some wrinkles up here. My nose would be a little bit more centered. Did you just see the ASMR? Wait, did I just see ASMR me, Daddy? Okay, fuck, dude, you scared the shit out of me. I thought someone redeemed that. There's a reason that thing's so goddamn expensive, okay? I hate doing it. But I know half my chats here are gooners that love listening to me talk, okay? So I'm a man of the people. I give them what they want every now and then. I just don't like doing it. My, like, cortisol spike. Sorry for jump scaring. It's okay. I forgive you. Has it never happened before? No, it's happened several times. There's literally clips of it, unfortunately. No, that doesn't look right. I'm saving up for VIP stat, not gonna lie. You'd be the first, I think you'd be the first actual VIP redeem. Most of my VIPs are just like grandfathered in from back when I had like no viewers and I was just handing out VIP like candy, okay? So you'd be the true capitalist VIP here. The most respected kind, to be honest. Unless you're a VIP in chat, then I'm joking. Eat the rich. Spoken like a poor man, Jadu. Don't let him dissuade you from getting your capitalist VIP, okay? I'll respect you. The facial features could be a little bit more pushed lower. And I think this I could slide forward a little bit more. I think it'd be more of an appealing. Hey guys, what up, Manny? How you doing, Manny Draws? Good, had a smooth dance lesson today, and now I draw at half 2 a.m. Damn, it's 2 a.m. right now. What kind of dancing do you do? I don't know anything about dancing, so just know that whatever you say, it's all new to me. And this, I think, could be a lot more of a condensed sort of. I think I'm gonna have him looking at. I'm gonna push the ear out a little more. Bring the jaw up a little more. Does it look like he smelled something stinky, or does he just kind of looks angry, you know? Don't forget the stink lines. That's right. Where the fuck? Oh, he looks right. It doesn't look right. The eyes are too wide, or too close together, I should say. I don't know. It doesn't look like he's smelling anything too stinky to me. It just looks like he's angry, which is not quite what I'm going for. You have to raise the inside of the brow, then bring it back down. Okay, I think I see what you mean. I'll try that. Yeah, that works better. You mean like that? I mean, a lot of people look angry when they smell something stinky. That's right, but I'm gonna lighten it up, and then I'm just gonna add some cleaner lines, and then we'll call it done. Jeez, let's make this a little bit more of a skull here. I just wanted to tone it back a little bit, but not that much. Good song choice. Hello, what's the project here? This is not a project. I'm doing like, I like this guy's art. Again, if anybody can tell me who this guy's art, who the artist is that did this, you get high fives. And so I'm just doing some studies right now, trying to keep things a little bit on model. This is stuff that we were drawing before. This is part of an exploration for a comic I want to design, so that is kind of a project. But in general, I'm just kind of freestyling right now. There's no No big goal, you know? How you doing, Beanois? Trying to think of like how I want the. How's the manga learnings going? On hiatus right now. How you doing, Avail? I'm surprised you're doing an evening stream. I always stream on Fridays. Literally always. I think I missed last week because I had like some shoulder issue or whatever, but generally, I always stream on Fridays. There you go. Smelling something stinky. How's the animation going? I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, I think it's fine. It's okay. There's a lot of stuff I'd change. Generally speaking, I think it's kinda working, I guess. He looks like he's smelling something stinky. Neck's a little weird here. I don't know how I found this song, I'm gonna be honest. It's very slow. I'm not a big instrumental guy, to be honest. Alright, we got something stinky. That's like kind of stinky looking. I mean, maybe I'll give him a little more wrinkle here. What else you guys got for me? What other expression could I do? How about surprised from being punched? Oh my god. I feel like you've given me like a lot of punch requests at some point. You've given me punch requests in the past too, I'm pretty sure. I'll do it. I'm gonna darken these. Get a little bit more appealing. I remember when you first joined my stream, like months ago, dude. I guess like maybe even a year ago at this point. I don't even know. You asked me to draw a bear girl, like boxing or something like that. You asked me to do some sort of like boxing thing. Passive aggressive? I don't know if you're calling me passive aggressive or telling me to draw that. Okay, we'll do the getting punched thing, and then we'll do passive aggressive. I don't even know how to draw passive aggressive. I actually really like the way this came out, all things considered. Okay, kind of has like this little dot thing. Getting punched. What would getting punched look like? Can I add this to add in the nuts? Yeah, sure. Okay. I'm just gonna scribble some gestures. Something like that, maybe. Something in that realm. Something in that realm. Now we're gonna... Doesn't look right. Simplest way to know how someone looks after being punched in the nuts is after being punched is punching someone. That's right. I'm gonna go slam my nuts on something real quick, just so I can get some reference photos, and then we'll be right back. That doesn't look right. Okay, I gotta look up what somebody looks like when they get hit. Okay, well now I'm just seeing car crashes. Not what I meant. Hit by arm, by fist. Okay, hit in nuts. Hit in nuts. A lot of athletes get hit in nuts, according to Google Images. That's a good one. You could always check Mortal Kombat for reference. Isn't there a character that always does that? Gets fucking their nuts ripped off? Is that a thing in Mortal Kombat? Or is that a finisher? You can rip someone's nuts off? It wouldn't surprise me at all. Okay, this I think could be pushed more. I like the direction. I just feel like we could push it more. Johnny Cage attack, I think? That's terrible. That's so bad. He does a split and then punches you in the balls. The fucking rules, dude. Also, his daughter uses the same move, Cassie Cage. think I could push this more. Mostly the bottom lip. BRB, BRH. Trying to see how they do like 3/4 noses. The noses are a lot smaller, right? Are they? Run-on nose is basically just like squiggle. Something like that. Top-down nose. Song requests are back. They sure are. You doing NFT? I'm doing great. Just got out of the hot tub. You got a hot tub? Bro, where are you? Who's giving you a hot tub? Who's letting you in their hot tub? I'm on vacation, dog. It ain't mine. Alright, fair. I live in a crappy Muslim dorm. What does that mean? Happy Ramadan, by the way. Does this look like a guy getting kicked in the nuts? I can't tell. I feel like it's like questionable. It's not very luxurious. Living in a dorm is not supposed to be luxurious, dude. It sucks in the West, too. Don't worry. Is the song request limited to English stuff? Absolutely not. The only gamble with song requests is if I don't enjoy it, maybe I'll skip it. Maybe a little snarky little comeback, but beyond that, you can queue up whatever you want at your own risk. Back in the day, I requested 2 Christmas songs. Oh no, not Down by the Lake. I see you drawing some different stuff. I'm doing I'm stealing from this guy. He's really good at like pushing expressions, and I've realized I don't push my expressions a lot. They're very bland and neutral. Like even this one, which is probably the most expressive one, still kind of like flat for me. So it's not an OC. I'm just trying to steal elements from this guy's work. Again, no idea who the guy is. Would love to know. Just can't find a resource. I'm gonna bring in the cheekbone a little bit. Would you find Avril Lavigne nostalgic? Oh hell yeah, dude. I applied to a few studios yesterday. They're really good ones, but it doesn't hurt to try. That's right. Aim for the stars, baby. I still feel like I'm trying to think. I don't think the expression reads super duper well for me. It's a little much, I think. I do think the chin needs to come out more. But I think if I do that, I gotta bring the jaw forward too, because I think there's just too much chin going on. Okay, let me clear him out, lighten him up a little bit, and then we can be a little bit more selective with our lines here. Who's kicking bros jewels? I don't know if you actually know what we're drawing, but that is what we're drawing. It's a guy getting kicked in the nuts. But that's the goal anyways. My lesbian classmate recommended this song to me. You can just call her your classmate, bro. You should recommend her my channel. Chin's a little low. Or a little small, I mean. Maybe I will. Yeah. Were you threatening me with a good time right now? Back. Welcome back. I love this song. I don't think I've ever actually heard this song before. Isn't this like new or something? I've listened to a lot of Avril Lavigne. I swear to God, I don't think I've ever heard this song. 2013, huh? Nah, this is 2014. I feel like when I listened to her, it was like early 2000s, you know? That's my excuse. That's my cope right now. I think this needs to all sort of shift over. See you later, NFT. I'm gonna go get some sleep, keep up with the expressions. I'm trying. I feel like he'd be like a little cross-eyed, you know, if he's getting kicked in the nuts. Yeah, maybe we just have him look straight ahead. This one's off, though. Whoopsies. Okay. I think that's it's as good as it's gonna get as far as getting kicked in the nuts goes, facial expression wise, I think, for me anyways. Maybe this could go a little bit more open here. Are you still taking recommendations? Sure. Give me the next one. I know somebody had said passive-aggressive earlier. I don't really know how to draw passive-aggressive. I could try, though. What about, does this contain nuts, or I'm allergic to nuts? I feel like it's very similar to this, you know? So I think this forehead could be smaller. I'll try. I'll try to do the... We're doing a lot of nut-themed stuff today, I think. It could be a shellfish allergy. I don't think the type of allergy changes it, really. I'll try, though. I used to work at Subway, so I gotta channel all the customers that had to ask me about ingredients and shit like that. Okay, let me think. How about In Love? I do kind of like that more. I just did yours, though, because you did do the request for the kick in the nuts. So I feel inclined to not double down on your request again, unfortunately, Faye. But I feel like the request about, like, you know, are there, you know, is this vegan? Did people ever ask if it's vegan? I can't remember. I had the most annoying thing when I worked at Subway was people basically being like, "Can you use the cucumbers in the fridge?" When there's just like a massive lineup. Like during the fucking like Christmas rush, you would get these lineups that like bend around the corner because malls used to be crazy 10 years ago during like Christmas time, and the hard part is managing everybody really quickly. And so if you got to constantly run to a fridge to get ingredients because somebody's super picky about something, it's incredibly annoying. So don't be that person. If it's not busy, then whatever. But like, you know, read the room a little bit. I just don't think that doing like an allergy thing is gonna be any different than this. Like I really think, like I can't think of another pose that would just be allergy like related. Like, you could swap this bubble out and just be like, you know, are there nuts in, oops, there? And it's like the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's no, like, I don't know how I would do a specific expression like that. I want, give me, guys, give me, Binwa, you could give me another one, but give me, like, a strong emotion, not, like, a situational thing, not, like, give me, like, an anger, love, sadness, whatever, like, a basic emotion. Wonder if having this be like... Nah, I like it better the way I had it. Beer? Okay. I'm gonna try and do a front-on one. I actually gotta see how he draws front-on characters. This is a really badass pose. He doesn't do any direct front-on, which makes sense. Most people don't. He does like a little off 3/4-ish. Just looking at the shape language on the skull here. Noses. Doesn't really look too fearful. I feel like fearful, your eyes would be wider. Yeah, I think your eyes would be wider because you're very alert. You're like really stimulated. So it'd be something a little bit more like that. Lots of wrinkles up here. I'm gonna make the ears stick out a little more. Okay. I think I gotta push the mouth more. I think if you're really, really scared, the mouth would be like... that still doesn't feel right. I'm trying to differentiate between fear and surprise. Because surprise, the eyebrows would likely be up. And you'd be like... You'd be like hyper alert. Yeah, I think the eyebrows need to go up. I'm going to leave this one, though, because I actually like that expression. But I'm going to do it again on this side with a little bit more fear. Still kind of more like surprise, I guess. I think I need to push the mouth more. Like over also. Fear, fear, fear. I'm gonna look up just some generic fear faces. Fear face. All the stock images are kind of basic. Let me check out Pinterest. Okay. These are pretty good. Okay, I think the face is still kind of long, just relative to his standard proportions. I'm just gonna smush him a little bit. The eyes need to have a little bit more flex to them. By that I just mean like more tension in the lower lid. Still keep them widened on the top, though. I think you should actually lessen the curve on the bottom eyelid. Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking of doing. I don't know if you said that before or after what I said earlier, but yeah, I think like basically I'm going for like a flat bottom lid, big top lid, tiny pupil, and then like sort of something like that. I gotta change the angle on this. Here needs to be a little higher here. Trying to think, where's my apex on my top lid? It's a little closer to the inside, so if a normal eye, or if a symmetrical eye is kind of like this, in terms of like proportions and like distribution, the apex is dead center. I think on this guy's design, the apex is a little bit more towards the center, and you're gonna get a little bit lopsidedness. So I'm trying to think of that. Let's see. Yeah, it's more more or less. So I gotta shift that over. So the apex is gonna be here, and then it's gonna come down. I don't like that. Just doesn't feel on model. This doesn't feel right. I had to think about this. I think I'm putting the tension in the wrong area. I think the mouth needs to actually, the tension needs to really shift over this way. And we're gonna get a stronger stretch in like this area, I think. Like my gut instinct. Nobody stretches mouth open. There's no real extreme stretches. There's no extreme stretch pose for me to reference. There's a lot of like compressed, like face stuff, which I really, really like. And I'm probably gonna be stealing that quite a bit. Jadu, I don't think you put that in an actual song request. Can I request something experimental? You can skip it, yeah. You can request something experimental. As long as it's not like monastery bells on repeat, we'll be okay. I think the face needs to be a bit wider, but the skull needs to be narrower. Or the brow, I mean. Just kind of looks surprised, which is not quite what I'm going for. What up, Dash Dow? How you doing, dog? Oh, Mitski? I've listened to Mitski before. Monastery bells? No. Jesus, no. We had a chatter that actually was gonna, like, I genuinely probably would have actually banned somebody for the song request just because he just kept coming in and do monastery bells, bro. It's fucking terrible. Nostrils are a little too wide here. I don't know, just looks like more surprised than scared, I guess. I feel like I need more still. Let's see. I also feel like I'm getting a little off model now. I don't know if it looks like the same. You have any thoughts on making cute female faces? Big eyes, small jaw, tiny chin, tiny nose. There you go. That'll probably do the trick. The reference sheet on a side is from an artist he couldn't find. He's doing an expression practice of it. Ah, is this an OC character or an OG character? No, it's based off of this guy's art. I'm just doing expressions to get some practice in based off of his style. These are all my original characters though up here. But yeah, these are just more or less studies. I was trying to understand sort of the rhythms he uses, because I really, really, really like them. I just don't know who the artist is. Wish I did. I aspire to get this expressive with my drawings. I believe in you, dude. I think you could do it. That's how I felt when I saw that dude. So, or the art that I'm emulating right now. Looking at the nose. Looking at the nose from a top-down angle, a lot more flattened. I don't think my nose would be as top-down, but I think it would be a little bit flatter. At first, I thought it was his Sun Yun Kim's concept from Boondocks. I browsed that guy's Instagram and ArtStation and everything. Couldn't find it at all. Or anything even remotely similar to this line-wise. That was my first lead, and then I just, yeah, I couldn't find any evidence for it, you know? I'm gonna move the mouth up a little bit. Probably the whole jaw, actually. I know he's a scared pose or whatever, but... the skull needs to go farther back. Okay. I've got a decent point now on this. I think I'm going to do a little cleanup on him. I don't know if it's like reading 100% as scared, but it does feel kind of scared. You could do image search in Pinterest too, trust me, I tried. I'm telling you guys, I don't know who the fuck drew this. I have never tried to find an artist so hard in my goddamn life. And I could not find it. Okay. I'm gonna lighten it up. I'm gonna add some cleaner lines here. I'm gonna make it bigger too, just because I feel like I could. Sometimes the art on Pinterest comes from Asian socials, so it's basically cut off from reverse searching. Wait, show the ref again? Sure. I could send you the link to it if you want. And then you guys can go do your little search. But I need to see like a social media post with the actual artists like this on their actual page. Trying to find the exact sheet. I can't find it right now for some reason. Okay, well, I can't find the reference image right now, but anyways, I'm sure you got a good look at it. I will say, I'm pretty happy with how these are turning out, all things considered. I feel like this is really out of my domain of expertise. Well, maybe not, actually. I do quite a few expressions. I'm gonna go game for a bit, but have a great rest of stream if I'm not back. Do your thing. I mean, I'm probably gonna wrap up stream probably soon, actually. Oh, did he have a gap in? Yeah, he does have a gap in his teeth. Okay, that's where it comes from. I was like, did I just give him a gap in his teeth for some reason? No, he has it. Ooh, fuck yeah, dude. Jadu? Was this you? Never I expected I took me long. Who would have guessed it? Not leaving thing that I am. Make you feel like it's not too late, never too late. It'll be alright. And your life, and again we try to stay up. Maybe we'll turn it all around when it's not too late. It's never too late. Neck's kind of long on that one. Oopsies. Find something wrong. Who would have guessed it? I'm left alone. Thing that I own. Too late. It's never too late. The on the edge of we'll stay alone. Maybe we'll do another. This was one of the first songs I learned how to play on guitar. Hell yeah, dude. I don't play any instruments. The tablet is my instrument. I'm gonna push the teeth a little bit, I think. They're just not very visible from there. The game we try. I don't like that. I also think this could be a little bit more streamlined. Too late, never too late. Never too late. There you go. That looks like he's scared. I think that came out really nice. I think all of these expressions are coming out really nice. This is good practice, dude. This one's probably the weakest one. Mostly because the proportions are pretty off. Sometimes, guys, I gotta say, I'm fucking goated. Today's one of those days. I started off being like, man, I'm so mid. But now, I feel pretty fucking cracked. I'm not gonna lie. We cold rust peeling? That's what I'm saying. Considering these are partly from imagination, I do check up like a reference every now and then. I'm not like looking at it while I'm drawing it, but just to remember whether like the eyebrows are up or down or whatever. I think it's pretty good. I feel like you could probably, I don't know, do you think like you could believe that this guy drew this? Hopefully. That's the goal, right? It's just to steal his essence. I'm gonna finish this one because I do like this middle one. That don't look right. I think the width on the head is too much. How wide is this guy's chin? Pretty freaking wide. Damn. All right. A lot squarer though. A little bit more like that. Which feels off. Let's see. This could be pushed up. Okay, what'd you think? About what? Was that your song? I didn't mind it. It was good. Sometimes me not noticing means it's approved. The song, I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry, but it didn't distract me at all. So it matched the vibe. It worked. Rip. Sorry, bro. I think the jaw's a little narrower, which would also make the ear a little bit narrower. Okay, I'm gonna get real sketchy with it just because I feel like I gotta get the flow. The flow of the skull here. Dude, that fucking knock sound sounded like it was in my apartment. I did not like that. Definitely looks better lower. There's like something off with the eyes though. Okay, we're not doing this. My proportions are a little off. I think I did my mouth like way bigger than he does. Yeah, I did. Whatever. It's fine. The monastery bells would have been better than this. I'm gonna hear monastery bells in hell, dude. When I die, monastery bells are coming with me. I swear to God. I fucking... I don't know what it is with that noise. It's terrible. I don't even have, like, religious trauma or anything. Could you get rid of everything I queued, please? Bro's just shooting in the dark. Okay. What'd you queue? What song is yours? Darku. Rima. Okay. Everything after that. Remove. Remove. What do you think of Charlie XCX? I don't mind her. Cue it up, big dog. Nostrils looking a little off. Feel like the cheekbone is a little weirdly positioned. It's also a bit more front on, so I don't know if I'm going to show that back here. Not fully front on, but it's definitely a bit more than... Bring this in. Tighten the angle here. Really make it almost flush to the brow there. I'm going to flatten this out too. Just really sort of shrink it. I'm gonna push this out quite a bit, but like at an extreme angle. Bring it in. I think it worked better before. It still feels like too wide, though. Ears also gotta go. Chin's a little too wide, I think. The character feels more like a man, but I think they're supposed to be a teenager / young adult. Yeah, I hear you. At this point, I haven't, like, a lot of these I've just sort of been going off of the past ones, so, like, this was the reference for this, and then this was for this, and then this for this, and then so on and so forth. So I'm more trying to stick to my model right now, rather than this necessarily. It's almost, like, a little bit more original, I suppose, but it's still definitely fairly referenced. Well, I guess it depends. It depends on your definition of what references and all that stuff. It's very subjective, but I wouldn't consider this original. So what I hear is you like drawing men? Only your dad, but typically... No, I'm just playing. Yeah, I actually draw dudes. I've actually been on a little bit of a lady hiatus. I had like a phase. Like, I had a phase like a year ago where I was drawing like nothing but chicks. With grotesquely fat tits, dude. Wait, draw his dad. I'm not drawing chat's dad. Okay. The dude period. The dude period. Part of me feels like I should stop streaming, but I'm so like on today. I feel like I should keep going. I think I should do like an original character though. Let me see what I could do. I do kind of have like a similar style to this anyway, so let's see. Unknown serious. Thank you for the follow. Unknown or serious? Too aggressive. Sorry. It's okay, dude. I won't bang your dad, or at least I won't tell you about it. I think I did request a Charlie song before this one. Well, the cues are in chronological order, so. Oh, you're just saying. Okay, gotcha. One thing I learned from doing this is that I don't have enough gesture in my facial expressions. Like these, I went into it with the mentality of like all of my lines are gonna have sort of like a directional flow that leads into like a single point, or at least you're gonna feel the flow through the face, right? Like all of these are sort of coming up like this. That's intentional. Whereas a lot of the other drawings that I did, they're nice, but I feel like they're lacking that sort of that life that you get from just pushing expressions more. So I think I'm gonna try and get that into my next drawings. How can you tell a shadow's too dark? It's gonna be that answer has a million different answers, and it's gonna be very relative to the values like on your full piece. It's not gonna, I can't like say that one shadow is like too dark versus, you know, I don't know if it feels like contrasting to the point where it's like distracting and it's not informing anything. Really thinking of these flows now as I draw this. Cat Daddy Art, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Cat Daddy. Not this cat, though. Boblin the Goblin. I actually don't really want to do a Goblin character, but I realized he was coming off a little too Goblin-y. I do like the really long neck thing, so I think I'm going to try and do that. I don't know if it'll work, but... It just kind of looks like he's like contorting his neck right now. Oh, we requested the wrong song. I hope you like it. If you want to make sure that the right song comes on, drop the Spotify link, it'll for sure drop the exact song that you want. If you drop a name, it might just pick up whatever it finds when it does the lookup on Spotify. That's, as far as I know, that's how the software works. So, but you can queue it up again. I don't care. Damn, Hannah Montana. Ain't nothing wrong with little Hannah Montana. Fuck. Epstein fanboy. What up, dog? Oh, fuck. What's up? Astonishing name. Quite topical. This guy's gonna be like a proud type dude, you know? Might just give him a normal sized ear. A little bit more neck back here. Not much. Got high with my friend and ate snacks. Not this snack. That's good, dude. I'm happy for you. His brow's a little too much. I'm gonna tone it down just a little bit. I want like a... still don't feel right. Something in the ring, no units, the best of world. Make the eyes a little more interesting. I made this username when I was high yesterday. I don't doubt you for a second, bro. Actually, I 100% believe you. Who are we drawing today? These are some expressions that I just sort of conjured up based off of a reference off of an artist that I really like. I have no idea what his name is, but I really like his art. And so I found this on Pinterest, and I really liked the way he was pushing poses, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and push some poses myself. That's sort of where we're at right now. Nothing specific. We're going off of, I had a bunch of, like, characters that I'd been designing for, like, some exploration thing. And, now we're just freestyling random shit. That's cool. Hell yeah, dude. What about you? Getting high tonight or just a one-time thing? You got your name already, so... I hope you like instrumental music. I really don't, but we'll give it a shot, I guess. So that's kind of boring. Like every day, man, it's how I deal with my depression. Okay. I've been there. Wait, fuck, it took the wrong song. I'll take the song out, alright? Just guys, if you wanna queue up songs, if you wanna do it safely, add a Spotify link to the song. It'll like for sure land the right song. But if you just drop the name in, there's a slight chance that it's gonna fuck it up. And then I gotta fix your problems. Want his face like that flat. I don't know. Is very like rodent-y. Oh, I'm digging this. Let's try a different head. Oops. Okay, it's a good start. I will say, guys, for those doing song requests, I'm gonna wrap up stream once this queue's done. So final call for requesting a song, and then I'm ending stream. I'm gonna let these play out, but beyond that... Quick, just spam 24 hours of stream. I'm capping at like 2 extra songs. iPod Touch. Really like the stuff, my guy? Thanks, big dog. I appreciate it, Epstein. I meant to play iPod Touch by Nina Geraci. I'll manually add it, but I'm saying it's the last song. Okay. iPod Touch. Nina. Jirachi. Add to queue. And then we'll get rid of this one. At least call them Femboy? Well, that's their last name. We're on a first name basis here, me and Epstein. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm in the files. Honestly, I'm shocked Epstein isn't a banned word for usernames. Close friend with Twitch staff, I reckon. Or, you know, you might just end up getting banned in like a couple days. Who knows? I'm sure one day someone will report you. Probably not here, though. We're based. We're chill. We're with it. I'm hip. I don't know if I'm digging the beard idea. I'm gonna pull that up in a year's time and you won't remember any of this interaction. Ungazifer, if you're still here in a year, dude, I'll count it as a win, alright? So, bet. Do it. You saying I'm hip is making me imagine you in your 40s with a receding hairline. My hair is still full, and I'm in my 30s. Close, though. One day, the Norwood Reaper will come for me too, but it won't be today. I don't like that. Oops. don't like that. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Alright. I gotta think of an emotion. Somebody give me... I mean, you know what? We're gonna save the prompts for tomorrow. We'll do more drawings. But I think it's probably a bad time for me to start requesting shit from chat. That's where an emotionless alien from another planet would say. I'm from Earth. Unfortunately, I got work on Monday, dude. I got all the same struggles everybody else has. Tragically. Trust me, bro. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't. Now it begs the question, if your name's Epstein, you got the Epstein money or what? What are we talking about? Okay, I don't really like this head. Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. Since you're wrapping up anyways, I'm gonna head out and get some sleep. Alrighty, dude. You don't want to get your free raid points? Raid points? I think you get bonus points when you stick around for the raid, don't you? But maybe not. Anyways, you guys know the deal. Tomorrow, we're going to be streaming again at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. That's it, really. If you want to get notifications when we go live, if you want to get feedback on any of your work while I'm live, you got to get in the Discord, baby. We're going to raid PK just because I'm pooped. And he's somewhere where I know I'm not going to have the pressure to, like, hang around, so... I'll drop the Discord link here for those who aren't in there. And I will see you all tomorrow for another stream. See you there. Bye-bye.